Hey, this is Matt Wenning at winningstrength.com, and today we're going to attack a topic that's kind of off the board, and that is mini workouts. Should you do them, and what's the reason? So let's get to it. In about the year 2010, I had already broken an all-time world record, and I was top 3 in the world for the past 3 to 5 years. And at that point, I noticed that training intensively 4 days a week, doing a max effort upper, a max effort lower, a dynamic upper, and a dynamic lower, was getting to the point that it was no longer eliciting more results. Now, thought process, I was like, well, I can't really work out anymore. They're already beating the shit out of me, and my body was basically stopping progress. So what I did was I went and looked at foreign literature. Now, the reason that we go to foreign literature for a lot of what we do here and what you should be doing at home is because their studies are long-term. Now, what does that mean? That means that when you're looking at stuff on how to actually train smarter, you have to have, one, enough people in the study, which 10 is not going to do it. And two, you have to be doing studies for 12 months, 24 months, maybe upwards of 36 months in order for you to see a real long-lasting result. What does this mean? This means that a lot of the studies that we do over here, although might have some intriguing results, they may not be a good implication of how your training is actually going. So without going into too big of that, we'll do another video on that particular topic here in a little while. But mini workouts were one of these things that the Soviets kept talking about in their foreign literature manuals and textbooks from about 1960 to 1980. Now, keep in mind that the Soviets had more world records in that time in Olympic weightlifting than America has ever had, even in qualifications to the Olympics. So without getting that too twisted, remember that the Soviets were always looking for a better and easier and a smarter way to create more volume, creating more gold medals without the wear and tear. So I started seeing this mini workout thing popping up, and what I started to realize is that these mini workouts were directed towards weak points. So if it was work capacity or a particular muscle group. Now, here is the hard part. The hard part is that mini workouts can't be like real workouts. And what does this mean? Well, one, they have to stay under a certain time. Meaning that if you try to push your mini workouts as long or as hard as a main workout, what you're going to find is your strength's actually going to go backwards because you're overstimulating. Think about it like crunching for a test, right? You're going to regurgitate this information as hard and as fast as you can. And then by the time the test is over, you don't remember any of it. Well, that's not what you really want from your training. And what I find is that if you follow a lot of these famous people on Instagram, Facebook, the internet, et cetera, you find that they're trying to get you to buy into some 6-week, 10-week, maybe if you're lucky, 15 or 20-week program that's going to reverse everything and make you better. And while it might do that, at the end of the day, it might create more miles than it's useful for long term. So what that means is that mini workouts in themselves need to be short, they need to be concise, and most importantly, they need to be low intensity. What does this mean? This means that your heart rate really can't go very high. This means that you have to be going to a nice slight burn, and it has to actually accentuate the coming workouts or help you repair from post-workouts. So the point is that mini workouts need to be looked at as a restorative process. Now, how do we do that? Well, we have to keep the RPE very low. So if you're familiar with Wenning warm-ups, then that RPE is very, very similar to where you need to be for your mini workouts. If you don't know what those are, go back to the other chapters of the YouTube channel and look up Wenning workouts and then find out what those things are. Let's get to some key points. Key point 1, mini workouts should focus on weaknesses. Weaknesses may not only be in line with just muscle weaknesses. They could be an energy system problem. They could be a fitness problem. They could be even a mobility or flexibility problem. So you could use actually mini workouts for stretching and getting more mobile so that you're better prepared for the next workout. So if you have any other questions, go and watch the other YouTube videos, okay? The other thing you can do is you can download, we have a mini workouts manual on the website that goes over all the key points of how long, how hard, and maybe some sample movements that might help you become a better lifter and do more by doing less. So talk to you guys later and go visit winningstrength.com.